what's up guys, James here, how you doing? So this is a response to Skeptical Heretic's video which was directed at me. I would like to offer him an apology. I've left a link to his channel down below, so check him out and go subscribe if you're one of the few subscribers of mine who isn't already. I did end up strawmanning you pretty badly. It was accidental. I was recording the video at 4 AM. I was being harassed by two hot women on Skype at the time as well. I re-recorded my video about 4 times, and in the process somehow I ended up missing out some really quite important points. What I meant to say was that I wasn't personally accusing you of denying evolution. I wasn't, sure what your level of knowledge was at that point either. But that I do see that to be a bit of a problem. I do see a bit of cognitive dissonance regarding human evolution among quite a lot of people, especially when it comes to matters such as sex and ethnicity. And I've even heard some people try and argue that human evolution has come to a stop. I don't think that you personally were denying evolution, but I don't think that you adequately addressed some of the population differences that we actually see. Even EvoGen videos, who knows a lot more about evolution than I do, I think really just sort of glossed over this far too much. And I think taking too much of an extreme on the side that we're all the same can potentially be quite harmful. Because when someone like Ruka, for example, sees information that Neanderthals interbred with Europeans, then she might end up thinking, well, loads of people have told me that we're all the same, and there's evidence that we're not. So what else are these people lying about? And in doing so, she may end up looking at some information written by people who are arguing for scientific racism and end up giving them a lot more credibility than she otherwise would have. And as I was saying, there are people out there who do passionately deny the differences between different types of people, men and women being a far more extreme example there. It's as if people who make these arguments a lot of the time seem to think that accepting that there are differences between different groups of people will somehow justify some form of discrimination, which I think is complete bullshit. Watching a clarification video, I can see that you're certainly not one of those people, and you do make some very, very good arguments. I could take 2 African populations, for example, and find that one of the groups is a lot more similar to Europeans than they are to the other African group. Whereas, a racist would look at them and say, well, they're both black, therefore they're sub-European. A racist would look at them like that. They'd see the skin colour and not see them as a person. I think race is the wrong word to use, really. However, what I was just trying to say is that, there are differences between populations and that you can build phylogenetic trees. And, as fuzzy as it is, and, as much interbreeding as there's been, I don't think that really discredits that idea. You say, that's just biology, it's fuzzy as hell. You take subspecies A, which can breed with subspecies B, B with C, C with D, etc., and then find that A can't breed with G. It's just really fuzzy. If you go to subspecies, if you go to breed, it's even more fuzzy again. Even when you talk about breed, you say that's really well defined, but that's still a massive grey area as well. I could have a Staffordshire Terrier breeding with a Labrador, and take that offspring and breed it with a Labrador, and you'd say, well, the puppies aren't Labradors. You could take those puppies and breed them with a Labrador again, and then say, well, they're still they're still not Labradors, and by that point they've only got 1/8 Staffordshire Terrier. Do that again, they've got 1/16 in them. Where's the cut-off point where suddenly they're Labradors again? It's all extremely fuzzy. But I certainly do see your points. There's massive grey areas, and obviously I was in full agreement anyway that none of these differences, that none of the differences in population justify any form of discrimination anyway. But yeah, thanks for watching, and yeah, apologise again, that was a really bad straw man. Everyone go subscribe to him. Thanks for watching, guys. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.